participate and take responsibility. Good. On the right side of the board, we have two sentences. Can I have a reader for my two sentences? Good. Now we still have a question. Which sentence sounds better? The second one. Why? It has a fancy word. It has a fancy word. Okay. So what changed between our two sentences? The last word, good and fantastic. Okay. Good. Can I have a reader for my last two sentences? The test was easy. The test was hard. Good. What changed between these two sentences? Easy and hard. What's the difference between easy and hard? They have different meanings. Good. So the purpose of our introductory activity was for us to understand that words can have similar and opposite meanings. So our topic today is synonyms and antonyms as present on the board. We should be able to get our books by now that date, subject, and topic. On the board also is your objectives. You don't have to write your objectives since they will be present for the entire period. But by the end of the lesson, students should be able to define the terms synonym and antonym. You should be able to identify the synonyms and antonyms during your think creation activity. And you should be able to contrast the synonyms and antonyms in context during your worksheet completion. I'll give everyone about 15 more seconds to head up their books before we move on with today's lesson. Sandra. Good. All right. We will now begin with our lesson. Outside conversation with please at this time. Good. So can I have a reader for my first slide, please? We're going to read it first, and then Ms. Smith will let you know when you're ready. Good. So on this slide, we are going to write our first sentence. Synonyms are words that have similar meanings. Surface level, when we learned about this topic, probably in primary school, it was just one basic definition of the word synonym. But now today, Ms. Smith is going to break this definition down into three types of synonyms that we have. So the types of synonyms that we have absolute, we have near, and we have contextual. We are going to write the definitions for each type of synonym. So our absolute synonyms are those that have identical meanings. So for example, sofa and couch, both you can sit on. Near is when our synonyms share similar meanings, but they have subtle differences in connotation or usage. So for example, our introductory activity, the two words good and fantastic, The two words good and fantastic both mean the same thing, but they are a bit different subtly in regards to which one we deem more fancy. And finally, we have contextual synonyms. These are synonyms that are only within a specific context. So for example, sick can mean ill or cool depending on the situation. So if we were to say our mother is sick, we of course know that she